Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Jose here, welcoming you to another opinion piece. Today, opinion piece. Today, I'm going to give you my thoughts, and it really breaks my heart on why I don't dream of spring anymore. So basically, I've given up on A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. I've given up. I firmly believe we are not going to see the end of the series, and it really breaks my heart because I think it's a fantastic series. I think it's got the potential to be for the 21st century what The Lord of the Rings was for the 20th century. Dare I say, potentially be even better than Lord of the Rings. But we're not going to see the end of it. It's not going to happen. All right? And here's my reason why, and here's my opinion why. Right, so let's think about context. Let's think about time frame. So the first book of A Song of Ice and Fire was published in 1996. The last book we've got, which was A Dance with Dragons, was published in 2011, and since then, nothing. We haven't got anything. So 9 years have gone by. 9 years, which, come on, George. Even if you had taken 3 years off, writing half a page a day, you would have got there by now. It would have been finished, all right? The whole series would have been finished by now. Just for comparison purposes, right? So I think, my opinion is that George is not interested in finishing it. I think he's lost interest in finishing the series. And he's for comparison purposes. So since 1996, okay, so in the same time frame that George has written Game of Thrones, Clash of Kings, Storm of Swords, Feast for Crows, Dance with Dragons, so the 5 books, and they are chunky books, don't get me wrong, they are chunky books, but in the time frame, plus the Targaryen history or whatever, but anyway, so in the time frame he's written that, for comparison purposes, Robin Hobb has given us her whole output. Okay, fine. The first book of the Farseer trilogy was published 1 year before, 1995, but since then she's given us the two middle and last book of the Farseer trilogy. She's given us the Live Ship Traders, she's given us the Townyman trilogy, she's given us the Rainwild Traders series, she's given us the Forest Mage one, whatever it was, she's given us the Townyman trilogy, so way more than George R.R. Martin has produced in the same time frame. Brandon Sanderson, in a shorter time span, Brandon Sanderson has given us everything he's written, everything. The 2 Mistborns, all of Cosmere, everything, way more. Terry Pratchett was from 1996 to his death, which was, a couple of years ago. Terry Pratchett gave us 22 Discworld novels, plus the longer series, plus a few other bits and pieces. Because that's what a writer does, that's what an author does, they write. And George, he's not writing, he is not writing. He's now a businessman. He is now a Game of Thrones impresario. He just runs the Game of Thrones business. Okay. Obviously, in a much shorter period of time, Joe Abercrombie has given us everything. The first Lord trilogy, the second trilogy, the 3 or 4 books in between. John Wynne has given us the whole Faithful and the Fallen plus the second trilogy. Maybe an unfair comparison because this guy's a maniac, but since 1996, Stephen King, 30 novels. 30. Put that into perspective. And I get it. I've tried to write. I've written 4 books. I know, you cannot just turn the creativity juices on. You cannot, right? But Stephen King said it. Just sit down, force yourself. Like I said, half a page a day, right? Half a page a day, that would be about roughly 150 pages a year. In 6 years, you're done. Okay, it doesn't need to take 9. In 6 years, you would have finished the book. He is not writing. Okay, and the reason he is not writing is because he's got you money. He's hit it big time with the TV show. He's been managing that. You can see the clips, he's negotiating how much he gets. Does he get the board games? He gets royalties for key rings, he gets royalties for this, that, the other. He's got you money. He's got so much money that he can tell you you. To the point where he's bought himself a cinema in his town where he lives in Santa Fe. a cinema. No. I'm not talking about a home cinema, state-of-the-art, screen comes down, project. No, he's bought himself a cinema. And I don't blame him. Okay, and Neil Gaiman, in a famous post in Reddit, he came out to his defense, and that big thing where George R.R. Martin is not your bitch. He's not my bitch. He's not meant to write because I want him to. Okay, he writes whenever he feels like, which I get it. I'm a little bit divided on the issue, but I get it. He's not meant to write when I want him to, which I get. But I think from a sense of pride and a sense of scope, like he's potentially got the biggest fantasy series of all time in his hands. Let that sink in for a second. The biggest fantasy series of all time in his hands. The TV show has been massive, disappointing as the ending was. The TV show was massive. It's brought fantasy to the masses in a way not seen since Harry Potter. And he's not going to finish it. He doesn't care. Because if he did, he would have written it. And maybe he's scared of writing it. Maybe he's scared of finishing it. Maybe he's scared of the ending not being what people expect. But it doesn't matter. Finish it. It is the work of your life. As a person, this is your magnum opus. This is the biggest thing you're ever going to do in your life. This is going to be your legacy. What you're going to leave behind to be remembered forever. Just do it. But he's not writing. Look, it's been 9 years since publication of the last book, and I get it, right? You take 1-2 years off, you're dealing with a TV show, you write the Targaryen stuff, but really, you're not a writer. Look at what these other writers accomplish in the same amount of time, because they're writers. And Winds of Winter. It's I even doubt whether he's going to finish Winds of Winter. Okay, let's have a think here. So I'm just taking my notes. But book 1, 72 chapters. A Clash of Kings, 69 chapters. Storm of Swords, 80 chapters. Feast for Crows, the smallest one, 45 chapters. Dance with Dragons, 71 chapters. He's been quoted. He said that the last 2 books are going to be epic. They're going to be big. They're going to be long. Let's assume 70 chapters, right? Winds of Winter, 70 chapters. We know, because I went into the Song of Ice and Fire wiki, okay, so already released that we have seen that have been pre-released as extras and bits and pieces places, 11 chapters have been released. 11 chapters. So we've got about 59 to go. In June, George Martin published in his the thing with his blog, the thing with his website, every so often I log in to check what he's up to. He's always talking about baseball, football. He's talking about anything other than Song of Ice and Fire, right? A month ago, in June 23rd, 2020, he confirmed chapters from different characters' points of view. Tally them up, 5 chapters. He was going to write a sequel. Let's be generous, 6 chapters plus the previous confirmed 11. That is 17 chapters out of 70. He's not going to finish it anytime soon, right? And let's be honest here. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be derogatory. The guy's getting on his years, and he's not in exactly the best physical condition, is it? He's kind of a burger away from a heart attack. Sorry, I've said it. But I wish, maybe, if I'm thinking positive, maybe if this corona thing has forced him to be home and write, maybe we'll see the Winds of Winter 2021, 2022, maybe because he's going to go through the whole editing process, he has to, I don't know, right? We may see Winds of Winter, but we're not going to see Dreams of Spring. Look at the time he's taking between books now. The guy's, what, 69, 70? Is he going to be writing at that same rate into his, 8th decade of life? Maybe. But, I don't know, my hope, because the thing is, right, I just want to see the series finished. I think it would be a massive shame. It would be a massive disappointment for a lot of people. I think even for himself, he's got a bit of personal pride and dignity to not see the series finished. So I wish he did a Robert Jordan. I wish he left some notes behind, that he did a bit of prep work so someone could finish it. And my suggestion, I think it shouldn't be Brandon Sanderson. Wouldn't it be awesome, hear me out, spread the word, if finishing Game of Thrones was a joint effort between Joe Abercrombie and John Wynne? Fantastic. Look, John Wynne's got the thing. He's proven that he can write big, long stories from multiple point of view characters and do it well. And Joe Abercrombie, can you imagine Joe Abercrombie playing with Tyrion? What he could do there? Because I think he's got the wit, the pants, the command of the language. I think he'll do a fantastic work with Tyrion on a roadmap set by George Martin himself. I will read that. I'll buy that. I'll be really excited about that if it comes to that situation. I think that would be a fantastic way to, or the second best possible way to finish the series. Okay. My other suggestion, okay, ghost writer. George, get a ghost writer. Shh. You wouldn't be the first one to do it. I'm gonna put some names below of writers that we know have used ghost writers, okay? And I don't think people are gonna get very pissed off at you if you did it, because people now just want to see the end of the series, George. So anyway, this is my opinion piece. This is what my thoughts are, and this is why I think, heartbreakingly, we're not gonna see the end of A Song of Ice and Fire. But these are my proposed solutions. People, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know, and I'll see you soon again with my next video. Take lots of care. Bye.